to a very special episode of Bite Sized. So won't you take a seat right there?
Yeah,
right?
take a simmering.
Take a simmering.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a.
Just
kick
your feet up, roll a joint, freaking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Put your feet up on that ottoman.
Let me
get ready.
Pour yourself
take
a
a
nice
dip.
glass of Crown Royal. Like, come on now. This is where it's at. This is bite sized. This is bite sized.
Mm-hmm.
These are the best episodes.
I believe it is episode number 8 of Bite Size. This is episode number 36 of the Pickle Jar Podcast. So welcome. My name's Ryan Sullivan.
And my name is obviously Keaton Ashby. Come on now.
Obviously,
Yeah.
of course. All right, Keaton. So we've got a doozy of a topic today.
We do.
Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to take out my retainer so I can talk easier.
I was going to say you sound like a silly goose right now.
Yeah, I'm got to jump back in the pond. But I don't think I want to jump in that pond.
No, I wouldn't want to jump in that pond too, especially when there's deadly chemical
if
agents
you
all
can't
in
tell
it.
by the title of this episode,
Wait,
we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in East Palestine, Ohio, or Palestine. I don't know. Now, you know what my biggest question about this whole situation is, Keaton?
no, I could have no clue. What's your biggest question?
Why is it called East Palestine?
What do you mean?
Why
That's just
not
the
like
name of
East
it.
Israel? Why not East Israel?
Okay, listen here, bud. We got I got a place that's like and not even an hour away from here called Palestine. All right, in Texas.
Really?
Yes, it's a town. It's a common town name. Come on now.
Oh. Well, I actually did a little bit of research on that about why is it called East Palestine, and you know why?
Why?
Because west of them in Ohio, there is already a town called Palestine.
Ah, there you go.
I'm like, okay, that didn't really tell me what I wanted to know, but all right, cool. But no, so for those of you who are unaware, about 3 weeks ago, I believe it was,
Something along the lines of that,
yeah.
or something along the rail of that.
A train derailed in right outside the town of East Palestine in Ohio. It's about like an hour away from Pittsburgh. It's right near the
What?
Pennsylvania. It's right near the Pennsylvania-Ohio border, is what I saw.
No, that East Palestine in Ohio. That's
Okay, you're more familiar with the area.
I'm pretty sure. Isn't it right next to Indiana?
No, I googled it. It's right on the border with Pennsylvania.
Are we sure about that, sir?
Yes, here. I'm gonna
Hold on
prove
now.
my.
Yeah. Can we?
All right. Wait. Here. Let's see. Oh, I can't use Siri because I'm currently on the phone with you.
You see, that's the greatest thing here. I have a computer. Okay. Yes, Ryan. It is in between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. All right. You are
like
correct.
Right.
I'm thinking
right
of the
next
other
to
Palestine.
Okay.
Hey, do you know what it is next to though? The one and only Canton, Ohio, greatest place on earth.
Yeah,
if you
I
go
know.
there,
It's
you're probably gonna get
west
shot
of
and killed.
Canton.
But it's all right.
And probably die from drinking the water.
Yeah.
But so before we get too off the tracks here, that was an insensitive joke.
We don't want to get derailed off of our topic.
So this is terrible.
This is amazing. It's
point
okay.
being-
I got family members that live
being-
up there in that area, so they'll be okay.
Okay, so point being, the official story that it's not being reported on in the news very much. The official story that's being given out by the CEO of Norfolk, which is the Norfolk Southern, the CEO,
Alec Baldwin?
What's his name? No, it's not Alec Baldwin. Let's see. His name is Alan Shaw.
Well, we're talking about
and also
tragedies, so
the
I'm sorry. I just assumed.
Governor's. the governors of both Pennsylvania and Ohio, they're saying it's like, oh, yeah, no, it's all safe now. You can go back to your homes. But then you look at what the people in the area are actually saying, and it's bad. Keaton, did you watch some of those videos that I sent you?
Yes. Well, you see, when it comes to politics, they're always going to be like, oh, it's okay because they never step foot there. But then when they go and step foot there, they're like, oh, I can't live in these conditions. Let me go back to my luxurious 4-story house in like a beautiful area.
Oh, it's true.
But
it's true. It's exactly the same deal.
Screw the working class and all that.
Yeah, it's exactly the same deal with like I don't know why this is making me think of this, but there's a Mel Brooks movie. Which one is it? It's not High Anxiety. Basically, Mel Brooks is the CEO of a massive company, and he takes a bet where he has to go live as on the minimum wage or as the lowest on the lowest wage that any of his employees has, and like he can't do it or something like that. Like if you look at the disparity,
sounds
between
about right.
The people at the top and us down here at the bottom, you know. But the videos that are coming out and like the stories from people are like, this water is not safe. Everyone has headaches. People can't breathe properly. And chickens are all dying. Dogs are dying out on front lawns. I saw a video of somebody in Canton. There was a massive, it looked like the Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds. With all these crows flying overhead, heading west to get away from East Palestine.
Sounds about right.
Now, I'm just like, here's my question: what is the point? What is the point of not telling people what is actually going on? Because I mean, like, it's dangerous to be there. Like, people are going to get horribly sick, and like, there's carcinogens that are being released in the air. What it reminds me of is like Chernobyl. Because I mean, we can compare these both as like as an ecological disaster. The Soviet Union never told anybody what was really going on. When the reactor melted down, and to this day, we still don't know the full impact that that all the strontium-90 that was released into the atmosphere actually had on everybody. The death tolls range from in the low thousands to the millions. Which the millions are kind of are like Greenpeace and people who are fighting against nuclear power in general, but still.
So
I don't see the point behind it.
Obviously, it's just a distraction, Ryan. It's to distract you from what's really going on right now. Right.
Okay, Keaton. Here's the thing.
What?
I feel like this is what is really going on right now.
All right. Well, you see
like
here. Listen here, bud.
Okay.
So nobody's talking about the weather balloon right now because the weather balloon's gone. It's past. All right. That was a distraction from. Oh, there's a train blowing up in Ohio. You know, one of the advisors for the Clintons just committed suicide with a shotgun found near his body, not on his persons or anything. Who let Jeffrey Epstein into the White House? That's the guy who apparently committed suicide in a ranch in Arkansas. So you know, there's other things going on right now. The system is moving to blind us from what's going on, man.
I'm looking to see what's actually like trending right now.
What's trending right now is probably something stupid about celebrities or something.
You know what number one on trending is?
Probably something stupid about celebrities.
Nope, it's just TikTok.
Oh, terrible.
It's only TikTok.
Yeah, China's spying device to get all of our good information. Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, and then it's Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, this is a development. Dr. Fauci privately told his friends that masks don't work and they shouldn't bother wearing them. That's why he's trending. Wow, that's interesting.
That is interesting. That's very interesting.
Also, East Palestine is like number 4 on trending right now.
I would hope.
Yeah. Well, okay, it looks like they're... Oh, never mind.
What happened?
So, one of the top tweets, I was just going to say, this looks like a real good thing. One of the top tweets about East Palestine right now says, wow, Treasury Secretary announces $10 billion in economic aid to desperate Americans in East Palestine, Ohio. Just kidding. It's all going to Ukraine.
That's wonderful.
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
I'm so glad.
See, that's the thing. There is so much going on here at home. Like, let's bar the fact that all the Jeffrey Epstein files are being released, and that the advisor who had something to do with Clinton and Epstein is just quote unquote killed himself.
Yeah, he disappeared off the map.
But the fact of the matter is, there are people here at home that are hurting, that are in extremely dire straits.
It's true.
And it seems like nobody cares.
No. People care. It's the higher-ups that don't care. Because listen here.
That's what I meant.
Joe Biden has finally made...
We don't talk about politics.
Whatever.
We don't talk about politics.
I don't give a crap. Our wonderful president has flown away from the U.S. to go to Ukraine after the war reaches 1 year. Not to go visit Ohio and make sure the people there are okay after a disaster happens and they can't even drink their water. The entirety of Ohio is going to be turned into Flint, Michigan, where the frickin' lead in the water.
Oh, it's worse than Flint, Michigan already.
No, let's not care about what's going on in our world. Let's just go to someone else's.
Yeah, I think that all just comes down to the argument of like isolationism and like globalism, because like the thing is we need to make sure that we're okay first.
Listen, always check on yourself before you check on your homeboys. All right.
Yeah, it says so in the Bible.
Yeah.
Why point out a speck in your neighbor's eye when you yourself have a log in your own?
All right, we'll go with that.
Because I mean, in all actuality, like what's going on in Ukraine, terrible, of course.
Awful.
And like no matter which way you look at it. But then also, what's going on here at home and the fact that it's being like covered up, I don't know. It's
sketchy.
Bad deal.
I don't like it. Oh man.
I don't like it.
I don't appreciate what the government is doing about the situation. Mm-hmm. There's people struggling out there and they're not getting the help that they need.
Do you have any final thoughts before we end off this episode of Bite Size, Keaton?
My final thought is I wish our government paid more attention to us and actually took care of us better than what they do. And I hope that it changes soon.
I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. So let's see. I'm gonna see if there's any sort of like charities that have been set up to try and like help people who are being displaced because of the train derailment. I'm gonna see if there's any of those. And if there are any of those, you can find them in the notes section. If you don't see a link to to some sort of charity in there, that means I couldn't find a good one. But I'm sure you could do your own research on that. So with that, I have been Ryan Sullivan.
And I've been Keaton Ashby.
So thank you very much for joining us on this very special episode of Bite Sized. We will see you next time for episode 36.
Bye.